Hello world, welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn. It's Thursday, October 10th, 2019, and I'm here to play you some voicemails from my R. Kelly hotline. I appreciate everybody who did call in, and I do want to apologize for any technical issues. I just learned that the voicemails cut off at the 3-minute mark. So moving forward until I get a new system, please keep your messages under 3 minutes. I open the line so that people can be heard. I get messages sometimes of people venting or even being angry at me for what I'm reporting. And I feel like people need to have a platform also to hear their voices heard. And I'm happy to share mine for the cause. Some of these voicemails were played during my October 5th live, but I think they deserve their own spotlight. So I'm going to leave them be and let you hear them along with the most recent voicemails that I've received. The number is on the screen, so if you want to be heard too, just call. It's open 24/7. While you're at it, subscribe here on YouTube, like the video, and comment. Let me know what you think about the callers' opinions. Thank you as always. Till next time. Peace.
I would say since the Surviving R. Kelly series, I think it's created a big division in our culture. You have so many people now walking around wondering if it's okay to listen to his music, wondering if it's okay to still be a fan, or wondering if it's okay to not support. I do believe wholeheartedly that he should be judged by a jury of his peers in a court of law. With that being said, I do feel that if you are a person who wanted to hear his music, I do believe it should be played on all music stations. And if you don't want to hear the music, turn the radio off. I do believe that it is unfair for others to pose their opinion and their will on someone else. If you don't want to listen, you don't have to. If you don't like it, that's fine. But I just feel it's unfair for that to be the case. Thanks so much and have a great day.
Hey guys, this is Kendra A on YouTube. I always comment on your stuff. I just want to say real quick that I've been watching your videos and you've been doing a great job, especially with the R. Kelly, forget the haters. I think that he's getting exactly what he deserves. He's been doing this for years. People have already known this man has been doing this. The fact that P-Hive, because I call them P-Hive members, yes, P-Hive members, are be attacking you in your comments is ridiculous to me. Talking about let's not railroad the black man. He's proved y'all know he's wrong for not being out of jail. No, he needs to stay in jail because he knows what he's been doing this whole time. It's absolutely ridiculous. He was raping these black women, and for you to say that he's being railroaded, no, he railroaded himself. Black people always want to holler, oh, the justice system don't do this and that, but they keep their ass going to jail for doing dumb stuff when they know better. He could avoid all of this, especially with him knowing that he was sexually abused as a child. He had enough money back in the 90s, and even now, I feel like he still got some money stashed away. He could have learned how to read, and he could have also went and got him some help for his demons. So he went and put those demons on other people. So all I'm saying is he's getting everything that he deserves right now. And I hope that he goes up under the jail. Because I am a person that has had stuff happen to me as well. I'm not going to go into it. But he's wrong, period. And everybody knows that. And I hope he gets everything that he deserves from that. He's just, and if you know what I'm saying, just that's that on that. I don't have nothing else to say. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm going to keep supporting. Have a good day.
This is a very special message for all the R. Kelly supporters who've been sending money on his books and who've been praying for him to be released from his torment. I just wanted to let the P-Hive know that it's not going to work. R. Kelly's time has come. He's going to stay in jail, yes, God. He's not getting bail, hallelujah. And he's going straight to hell. So you can give it up. Now, for the rest of us, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, kick back, get comfortable, and have your favorite libation. And stay tuned to Goddess Dawn Station because we're going to watch this train until it wrecks. Peace and blessings, everybody. Bye-bye. Hi, Goddess Dawn. My name is Ann Williams.
And I just wanted to voice my opinion, nothing crazy about R. Kelly. What I just wanted to say is I do feel he's guilty in a lot of ways, and I do feel a lot of it from the women were exaggeration for publicity. Because for one, where I don't like that what R. Kelly did, you had a disease and you gave it to these women without saying anything. Then at the same time, with the women, all these women who come out, y'all didn't went in his house. Y'all knew what y'all was up to. Y'all want to be part of his sex situation. So to me, it goes hell for hell. Y'all was part of it. When something didn't go your way, then I feel like you guys want to put out. I do believe he was hurting and hitting these women because of things that happened to him in his life. But at the same time, everybody's entitled to their own mistakes. R. Kelly, I don't care what he say or what anybody say, he was preying on young girls. He was. There's no way. There's no way. As old as you were and you had 3 children to be sitting up there trying to talk to an 18-year-old and you had daughters, I have no holler for you, R. Kelly, and you deserve what you are getting. So that's what you get. And for the 2 young girls, Jocelyn and the other girl, I feel so sorry for them because their minds are so mentally messed up, like if they was in a cult. And if they father, especially Jocelyn's father, who really want to get her, just like R. Kelly's ex-manager said, he in jail. Go get your daughter. What's the problem? What is the problem? Were you trying to get fame? What's the problem? What's the problem? And another tip before I get off, R. Kelly, you was wrong. You messed them girls up. Now they're walking around here with diseases, going to have a hard time getting a man unless it's somebody who has the same disease. You messed them up. So R. Kelly, you get what you deserve.
Hi, Goddess. What's up? This is Diva, the Divine Light, shouting out from New York, Staten Island. This is just crazy. You know, this guy is terrible. You know, people need to read and learn. Like, he's been doing this since 1991, y'all. Like, and here it is 2019, and he's still doing the same thing. The only thing is, yes, he got a little bit wiser towards the end, and, you know, decided to try to get girls, you know, in their 18, 19 stage, you know, even 17. And as far as like what he did with Azriel, yeah, basically he did kind of kidnap her. He sure did. I believe that because she was 17, and in the state of Florida, that's illegal age. You know what I'm saying? So he took her from Florida to bring her to Chicago, where in Chicago, the legal age of consent is 17. So, but it's true. The first encounter was in Florida. So yeah, that does count for something. And I agree, you know, with the parents, you know, it's hard. You can't always have control of your children. This little girl was seeing R. Kelly, you know, back and forth for a little while under the parents' nose. They didn't even know she was doing what she was doing behind their backs. You know what I'm saying? She was texting them, FaceTiming them, this, that, and the third, you know, and everything that's in those indictments is crazy. Most of it has to do with the young girls that he molested back in 91, you know, starting from the early 90s. And it has to do with Rashonda. It has to do with Aaliyah. It has to do with Tiffany. You know, and also it has to do with the other girls that he did in Chicago. You know, those other young girls, at the time they were young ladies, they were like 16. They weren't even legal consent age yet. Legal consent age is 17. You know, people are not seeing that. Like, I don't understand. And this whole thing with Dana J and the dollar for the king, and R. Kelly don't need money. He got money. He's good.
Okay, because I see that they have R. Kelly still locked up. The man is literally he cannot read. I feel that the parents he need help not to be sitting behind on bars. That's not going to help us with the situation. First of all, their mother should be accountable as well. How can y'all say your own kids? And now that he doesn't have any money, y'all want to lock him up because he cannot pay y'all no more. When he first did it, they should have been saying something. But now that he's incarcerated, everybody wants this money. Everybody wants to see him go down the drain. But where was their mothers at when they sold their own kids? Lock the mothers up as well. You want to charge him, charge the mama too. Don't just charge him by himself. So they sold their kids. They knew what they were doing when they took their kids in that man's house. So you sold your own child.
R. Kelly, well, he's innocent, and he's the king of R&B, and if you guys don't support him, then, well, you guys are clowns. No, I don't know what happened to my last message, but like I was saying, Robert is definitely innocent. He hasn't done anything wrong, and everyone's lying. You know, I don't get it. I don't get the fans. I don't get the lawyers. I don't get Robert himself. I don't know. If I was Robert and people were lying on me, I would be out here suing left and right. He claims that he was going to sue the documentary, and it still hasn't happened. And he hasn't sued any, people or anything, organizations, aka Meet R. Kelly. He hasn't sued anyone. No one. If they're all defaming you, why haven't you sued one person in 30 years? It does not add up, and it's not making sense. And you've made $800 million. I mean, yeah, almost $1 billion. I don't understand. Why aren't you suing anyone? What have you really done to prove your innocence besides screaming in front of Gayle King nonsense that only made you look worse because you said you sold and bought children and whatever that was. I don't know why you would incriminate yourself further to try to throw the Clarys and the Savages under the bus when it just makes yourself look worse. But I just don't get it. And the lawyer, when he tries to defend his client, he says things like, oh, well, they're groupies. Well, they're underage, so how can underage people be groupies? Like you said, all of them are groupies. Not some, you said all. So tell me how they're all groupies when most of them are underage in the indictment, especially, I think, the New York one. So I'm not even understanding. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding why Robert thinks that he can just go away for 20 years and then pop out and scream in front of Gayle King and everybody's going to be like, oh, well, you didn't do it. That's not doing anything for me. I don't think it does anything for anyone. You didn't move anyone's emotions. You made yourself look like a clown. And everybody was just posting your memes everywhere. And nobody really cared about what you said because we all think you're foolish. I don't understand why his fans think he's getting out on bail when he's constantly obstructing justice. They're not going to let him out. Like, they're not. They're just not. And then they want to scream, oh, this is injustice. It's not. It's really not, because he has a history of paying people off. He threatened Faith Rogers' family. He's constantly threatening people. He's not getting off. It's not injustice. He did it to himself. Oh, gosh. I want Robert to just own up. And I want his fans to stop saying on one side, oh, well, the parents need to be in jail, but then saying, well, Robert didn't do anything. They can't both be true. Like, they can't. If one is guilty, both are. You can't cherry pick. It's not how it works. His fans are so delusional, and I don't know what's wrong with them. When they try to explain their logic, it's foolishness. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. And I feel bad for the victims because I really feel that they're telling the truth, and they just have to go through being bullied and.
Hello, my name is, just call me the old man. I'm here in Houston, Texas. I want to thank you for all your endeavors and what you do and try to inform people and help people and everything that you do and your friends and everything. And about the R. Kelly case, the government don't play with you. If the government got things on the ball, they're going to use it. That's how they got Al Capone. They got him on tax evasion. You know, even though he was Al Capone, you know, that's what happened. So in the R. Kelly incident, if everything is true, the data that you see, that you shown, and all the other things that you show, and how he does, it's like he can't get out of it. He can't get out of it. And the people that's following him and do wrong to people because they have a different opinion or they believe that he's false and he needs to be taken by the Justice Department in charge for his crimes. That's a whole different aspect. But look at they thinking pattern. Their thinking pattern is bad, you know. But there are people like that. You got to remember, there's predators and prey in the world. Some become predators and prey. Well, a lot of people become predators while in prison, in jail, just bullying, been doing it for a while until. But one thing about them, they know who to mess with and who not to mess with. And sometimes the one they think they feel they can mess with, that's the one surprise them and may take their lives out. And you can only do so much in God's eyes until he knows everything about us. He knows when the beginning of our life and the ending of it. So you can do things, but if you're negative and do things to people and stuff, it's gonna come back on you. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it either two ways. You're gonna get it in the living, in the dying, or you're gonna get it in the dying, but you're gonna pay. But that's all I have to say, and I just want to thank y'all for what you've been doing and everything, to stay in prayer and be careful. And I think you need to take your friends and you also, of course, in weapons, automatic Glock training. You know, get you a Glock pistol. It shoots underwater, so that's one thing about that. It's made of plastic. But that's, you know, and you find out what size you need to fit your hand, whether you be comfortable, and take some training and self-defense training also if you can. But you do that to protect yourself and your family. A message to all people that have children, boys and girls, you can't have...
Hi, Goddess Dawn on YouTube. I would like to talk about the R. Kelly situation. I just want you and your subscribers to know that I have been waiting years and years for this to happen. R. Kelly has been a menace to our culture and to society for 30 years. We have all been waiting for him to be brought to justice. He has been hiding in plain sight, as they have said in articles. I watched the Surviving R. Kelly special, and after I watched it, I just cried and cried and cried, hearing the stories about the girls and what they had to go through. I will be so glad when he is finally prosecuted and when he is sentenced to 30 or more years in prison. Thank you.